Woo! Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land, YouTube, TikTok world. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, you can hear me on TikTok. If you can't hear me on TikTok, please let me know. I'm trying out a new microphone just so that you guys can hear me better. I know you guys can hear me on Facebook and YouTube because I'm watching my bar go. So, you guys let me know if you can hear me down here on TikTok. Again, trying out a new microphone, seeing how it's working out. So that way I can do, some better things. So I can get away from the the the, the phone just a little bit, and you can still hear me, or at least I hope that's the case. I see the green light there as it's on there. Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Is this thing? I'm just kidding. Um, but hopefully you guys can hear me, and it is coming through just fine. Uh, so, like the title says, the day before the big dance. The day tomorrow when every motherfucker out there shows their significant other love for the first time in the entire year. Hopefully that's not the case for you. Hopefully you show your significant other love throughout the entire year in some form, fashion, or another. Um, but I know that's not the case for some people. I know I've lived that a few times myself. And we're not only going to be talking about Amore, the day of love, tomato, all that good stuff, tomato, tomato. Um, we're going to be talking about comic books. We're going to talk about my comic book that I haven't written anymore on. All kinds of good stuff. Blank covers that I'm working on. So if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. Say, hey, we can hear you. Give me some feedback so that I know that you're hearing me right now. Again, trying out a new microphone right here, right here. And I'm hoping that it's portraying my voice out there to you guys right now. Not that you really want to hear me, but Now, I don't know why you guys are stopping in, but I do appreciate each and every one of you for stopping in and checking out the broadcast. I try to go live at least every other day. I got off my own schedule by going 2 days in a row. And so now I'm on the odd days instead of the even days. So by the end of the month, it'll be ending the broadcast on the 27th, and then I'll jump to the 1st. So, and again, be every other day. And I think that's working out relatively well at this point in time. So, the girlfriend's wanting to dip work early. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. So, hopefully you all can hear me out there just fine. I am going to answer her text really, really fast, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So, again, hopefully you guys can hear me. We will be talking all kinds of stuff. But how I opened the show was sometimes we don't show our significant other love throughout the year. Um, there's fights, there's arguments, there's stuff. We try to make it up, as the days go by after a big argument or a blow up. But sometimes it just doesn't seem like it's getting back on track. And that can be hard. And so you live in quietness, if you will, about dang, I need a haircut. About all kinds of different things. Dang, that is really sticking up there. There we go. Yeah, I definitely need a haircut. The girlfriend's gonna have to chop my hair off to make me look presentable, since I do have an acting role that I'm voicing. Not that they have to see me, but I do have a pretty cool gig where I am voicing an actor, a character. So I'm doing a voiceover for this character. So that's exciting times for me. But please like, share this video. Go up here and follow all my broadcast channels on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and of course you're here on TikTok. I do have an OnlyFans channel. That is where my not safe for work artwork goes. This one's pretty safe for work for the most part. I'm laying the colors down on that piece right now. My other one I can't show here without some editing. It's my Vampirella. She is topless. She does have piercings, and she does have crystals in those piercings. So, if you're into something like that, please take it off my hands. Something I bought off the TikTok shop. Let's talk about the TikTok shop. Was some of these little cards right here. It says, you absolutely suck at parking. And then it says, flip over for the reason why. And on the back it says, you parked like an idiot for the following reasons. You have parking over the line, blocking the sidewalk or driveway, taking more than one spot, handicapped spot with no permit, inventing a parking space. That one's going to get used a lot. Parked too close to another car, like mine, can't get in my own door. Parking on the curb or grass, parked in a reserved space, parked in a no parking zone, blocking a bus zone, double parking, and other, and it has a spot for comments down below. So you have a whole list of atrocities, and I'll show you guys up here too, that, you know, you can give to somebody. So these are going to get used a lot because people do park like idiots, absolute idiots. And I don't like it. I don't like it a bit. I'll throw a fit. No, I'm just going to give you a card. I've always wanted to. I've seen the little the Mickey Mouse where he's flipping people off, and it's like has a bunch of good colorful metaphors on it, and it says you effing, you fucking park like an idiot, and somebody's copying these off, cutting them out, and then putting them on people's cars on a regular basis. And then I've seen some other ones where they do about the same thing, but they're always copied off and Xeroxed, copied off and put on people's cars. But now you've got a new way. It looks like a business card, so somebody's going to grab it right off the bat, thinking, "Oh, this is going. Oh, my bad." No, they're not going to say my bad. They're going to get upset because somebody put a business card on their card and is like, "Oh, I suck at parking." Oh, great, thanks. And so, but back to the love. So hopefully you can get your life or love life back on track and not just show your significant other love for one day out of the year, or on their birthday, or for Christmas, or any other special holiday that you might partake in. Excuse me. So hopefully you are showing your significant other love 365 days a year, 24/7. I know it's hard to do when you sleep, but there's little things, nuances that can help, like putting your foot up against your partner unless they don't like your feet, putting your hand on your partner, or getting close to your partner, snuggling in right there. But can you guys hear me okay? I hope you can on TikTok. I know they can on Facebook because I'm watching my bar bounce around with my voice going on right there. So, whoa, what the hell? What the fuck? Hold on, I'm sorry. My TikTok live access has been removed for the moment. I will get it back on February 20th. It's saying that I am conducting sexual activity. Yeah, because you guys killed my live. What the fuck? This is totally retarded. Okay, this is stupid.
There's the Doge report for today.
So I don't participate in any of this, especially what it is claiming I'm doing on here. So they are in the wrong. But I apparently won't get access back to my lives until the 20th of February. So unless they go in and look at my page and look at my lives or posts and they reverse the decision, I won't be going live until the 20th of February. So sorry for any inconvenience. TikTok is an idiot.
I have a lot of guy friends. I grew up a tomboy, so.
Hola, mi amigo. Sorry, guys. I know I'm being boring up here, but I'm trying to figure out what all is going on over here. And it's kind of stupid. So I just got flagged on TikTok. I'm talking to the girlfriend, guys, so give me a second. Now I'll continue on with you guys. So, unless they reverse my appeal, I won't be going live until the 20th on TikTok. Alright, so, now that that's out of the way, fucking TikTok, we weren't even talking sex. We were talking love and getting along with your spouse and significant other. Or, whoever you're with. For hopefully you're showing love more than one day a year. So, wow. Okay, that just happened. Sexual exploitation. What the fuck ever. Alright, but anyway. Back on track, shall we? So I'll be talking to you guys strictly. Since I can't do it on TikTok now. Which is fine. If they, look at any of my shit, they'll be able to see, well, that's not what he talks about. That's not what he's talking about. We're idiots. But anyway, we all do different things for Valentine's Day. I don't know what you guys do. And I'm not going to spill the beans on what all we're going to do for Valentine's Day. But, in the past, it's always been an outing somewhere or, getting away from the house. Well, that's difficult to do, especially now when we have animals at the homestead. And so going out and about to different places now is more difficult. Especially if it involves an overnight stay, because then we got to get someone to either house sit for us or friends to come over and feed the animals, and hopefully it hasn't rained because my yard turns into a swamp back there. And so, if that is the case, then, it is difficult for somebody to get back into the backyard just to feed the animals. And we tell them, you don't even have to let the chickens out, just because I don't need you to struggle trying to get them back into the coop later on that day, which can be a chore, can be a big chore. And so my internet is running really slow today. So I'm just looking at things over here to see what's going on and seeing what is happening here. All right, so TikTok is an idiot right now. Which is sad because that's where I got my most views. Unlike here on Facebook and or YouTube at the moment, because I ended up with over 2,000 views on TikTok just the other day when I went live. So that would be cool if all of my friends here, were watching my channel or shows here. So hopefully you do show your partner, your significant other, your husband, your wife, love more than just on Valentine's Day. Because if that's the only time you show love, then that's pretty sad, and I'm sorry. Yes, I know the arguments happen. I know we don't always see eye to eye, but that doesn't mean you don't love that person still. And so I'm looking forward to it. I did have some plans made, but those had to get changed due to some unforeseen circumstances. So hopefully we'll be able to do something later on after Valentine's Day that we really want to do. I know that this week for the Valentine's Day weekend, we're going to be doing a lot of cleanup around the house, in the yard, and things of that nature to get things back on track. And looking forward to that because it's been well overdue. I am going with a buddy of mine tomorrow, probably early, to go get some cedar posts to put in the backyard for my new fence that's going in, and to shore up the old fence that's already in place, because it needs it. It's needed it for a long time. Sorry about that, folks. Ever since I moved into this house and property, the old fence that's there, I'm surprised it's even still standing, to be honest, because there's no post in the ground to keep it up. It's all just tied into itself, and then there's a couple of T-posts here and there, and that's pretty much what's keeping it up. It is slightly buried into the ground, just a little bit, but it's basically cedar first cuts, so very, very tough, very bug resistant since it is red cedar. But for it not to be posted up makes it very difficult, because you can see, instead of a straight fence, you got a fence that does this as it goes down the way. So you're seeing it curve and twist and all this other stuff. So I've got to take post in and shore up like I did in the back, because I had a section that was rotting and falling over. So I had to repair that here recently. I was kind of surprised that the posts weren't more expensive than they were, and the 2x4s had come down in price. because I can remember when 2x4s were running about $5 a piece. Well, now they're anywhere between $2.50 and $3.58, depending on which store you get them from. The 8-foot posts that I picked up also are running, you know, about $5.38 or something like that. So not bad at all. And these are treated posts. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go out there and treat my 2x4, but you know, put some stain on it so that it doesn't deteriorate fast. But other than that, you know, I thought it was going to be, you know, thousands upon thousands of dollars to fix my fence. Well, it's really not going to be that bad in retrospect. Now, it's still going to cost a lot of money to fix it because I'm putting in, you know, 88 feet on the back and then 100 feet on the sides. Well, it's actually 50 and 50, roughly. So it's not going to be that horrible or that bad, but it's still going to cost a lot of money. So getting where that leading up to, getting these cedar posts that I'm about to go get on Friday will help out tremendously in having to buy posts to put in the ground, because now I'm just going to have to buy the concrete, and I can get one bag to fill 2 posts. So I get the 80-pound bag, split it in half, 40 and 40, done and done. So yeah, the whole aspect of that will be taken care of. So that way I can open up a new gardening section, bigger gardening section in the back behind the chicken coops. I'm going to put one chicken coop in the back corner, just so we can rebuild. The coop we have now is nice because it's a kid's playhouse. Thanks, AJ. And the bad part about it is that I should have taken the inner floor off and just put it on the ground, because you have to crawl into this playhouse just to get your eggs and to clean it out and all that stuff. So you're bent over the whole time. So this new coop that we're going to build will be stand-upable. Everything will be in easy access, including the nesting boxes. So we'll see how it goes, because it's going to be interesting. I mean, all the way around, no matter what we do, just to make life better for us and for the chickens, because you don't want your chickens, you know, having a hard time to find a spot to roost, to find a spot to lay, to, you know, those type of things. Everybody knows where to lay, and 90% know where to roost at night. Now, these new ones that we just picked up aren't very good at roosting because they were in pens on the ground that didn't have roosting bars and things like that, so they all huddled together in a corner and all that good stuff. And so the whole aspect of, you know, just trying to get them to learn is a fun chore. And so it's always interesting to see the new birds that come from different places, just because some have been trained and taught how to roost, some have not. And you know, it's kind of crazy to see how different people do different things with their animals. And I'm just saying if they have looked over my appeal yet, which I'm pretty sure they haven't yet, but, and who knows, it could stand until the 20th, which would suck, because then my viewership is going to be way down, and I'll hardly get any views at all. But, you know, it is what it is, and we'll deal with it as we always do. And You know, it's kind of stupid that they, you know, flagged my account for something that doesn't happen, you know. I mean, I still have a reward balance of $1.20 from my live rewards. So that's something. But, you know, as far as the other goes, they're an idiot. So that's going to be weighing on me for a little bit. Because nothing was said other than OnlyFans. And that doesn't mean that's a sexual thing. Because they need to go look at OnlyFans and see what all services are offered out there other than the sex work, the SW stuff. So you do have to basically watch what words you say on certain platforms. But I've heard a lot worse what I've talked about or said on TikTok, you know, over what you know, saying OnlyFans. That's a curse word to TikTok apparently. Even though there's tons of those services out there, that's not what mine's about. So, but we will get into some of the sketch covers that you guys need, and we'll take off my hands. Alright, we got the Chastity with Evil Ernie. Single side cover. Right there. Chastity with Evil Ernie. I might still go in there and make him glow in the dark. I can't remember if I did that already or not. I don't think I did. Spider-Woman front and back cover. Right there. You got Batman 100 with the Joker who stole the Batsuit and made it his own. You got the Joker tattoo style, which is on Joker Infinite Frontier #1. You got sensitive material with a chopped up woman on House of Slaughter. You've got Faith from Valiant, more censored material, because you do kind of see her nips in here. You definitely see the nips on the other one. You got Punchline on her own book, DC Comics #1 Punchline. If you don't know who Punchline is, she is the Joker's new squeeze over Harley Quinn. Red Sonja, the invincible Red Sonja, as you see her chopping up a snake in the background. You've got House of Slaughter yet again, #2, with Art the Clown on the cover. So get it while you can. It's very cool. You got old and new Uncanny X-Men with Miss Marvel and Rogue. Miss Marvel being the old Jean Grey moniker. You got the Green Lantern, Beware My Power, #1. You got a warm-up sketch Batman 100 to go along with that Joker 100, or the Batman 100 with the Joker on it. This was just a warm-up sketch right there. This one is cool. The House of Mystery, #92, the first appearance of Swamp Thing, and it does glow in the dark and look great under black light. So it is very cool, very much sought after by you. You've also got Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider #1 variant, all tied up in her own webbage. You got Doctor Strange with Benedict Cumberbatch right there. And then last but not least, Wolverine, the best there is, right there. His blue and yellow outfit. I'm surprised that one didn't sell whenever it was at the show. But that do happen sometimes. Alright. The one I didn't show you is this one because I've got to get a little censorship for it. right here. And I'll try to do this diplomatically. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that bling bling ring on her belly right there, but she do have a belly button ring going on in there, as well as underneath here she does have, you know, some ringage going on too. So there are real crystals on this cover. I turned it into a virgin cover, meaning that there is no logo on this cover. And then, of course, the one that I'm working on currently before I get into a commission is the Street Fighter Chun-Li, laying down the colors on her right now. So, you have the opportunity to buy all of those. And please do. Please take them all off my hands. Because I don't need them. They are very cool. I do love them. But it's time for them to go into somebody else's hands and not mine. Just because how am I offline? Everything's working and I'm hooked into the internet. This is why I hate Cox. Just because they are crappy. I'm already in over my data limit. Wave is not an option for me. Just because it's not in that, we don't service that area. And why not? Why don't you service this area? I mean, it's not like we're in some weird place that we can't get good internet, because apparently, you know, I'm using a lot more data now, doing live shows and uploading videos and uploading posts and things like that. And, you know, it sucks, because even if I were to spend, you know, upwards of $125 with Cox, they still have a low crappy data width. 1.25 terabytes at their, you know, low, at even their highest end, they all have the same data limit. They don't have anything that's unlimited data, which helps them out because they're getting extra money from you every time you go over that stream, over that 1.25 terabytes. But it hurts us, the consumer, because we're paying out that extra money every time. So my latest bill was close to $80. You know, they say it will never go over $100. Well, I don't want to pay $100 in the first place. I want to pay my $50 plus tax, which turns out to $52, and not get hit with a stupid overage of data usage that you guys have locked in, because you don't have truly unlimited data. Whereas Wave, as I looked into them and gave them my address, and they're like, oh, we don't service your area, so we're not even going to talk to you. It's like, oh, great, thanks, you're great, you're beautiful. So yeah, so I'm stuck with Cox, or I can see if AT&T can service my area again and try to get back with them. Not that I really want to change again, but if they have something that is unlimited, you know, as well, I might as well get back into rolling it all into one bill. So that will probably be my next step, is checking out AT&T again. Because either that or go with, you know, like Dish Network or somebody, and not only getting their cable service, but also get internet at the same time. It's just stupid. Everything that you got, all the hoops you got to jump through is stupid. And just like over here, all this is being stupid. And I get tired of it sometimes. And I just want to give up. But that's not going to happen. And I just had some loggages fall. What it sounds like. I guess I better go check that out real fast. I'll be right back. Yes, that's what it was. Logs fell only because of a cat jumping on them. So here I am, back again. Trying to make sure I don't hear the pig getting up. Because she will be getting up soon, I'm sure. Wanting to go potty. But, so, got lots of stuff happening. I've got a voice actor role on a movie. I will be doing my voiceover stint with it. They're wanting the voices back ASAP, as they said. And, you know, I will accommodate. I will get the recordings going soon. And I'm going to have to do it at a point in time when the pig is asleep. Otherwise, you're going to have a bunch of squealing in the background. Since this room is not soundproof. I don't have a soundproof booth or anything like that. And speaking of the freaking pig, I'll be right back, guys. Nope, bathroom. Outside. Let's go. about that, folks. But yeah, got all that voice acting stuff to do. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll be working or helping out with another show as well. And it is hopefully on a Jason Pitts film, if he'll have me. And what the heck are we doing over here? Come on. You're killing me here, folks. Alright, it's all about a hard drive. An external hard drive. So yeah. You know, it is sad that TikTok is being the way they are, especially since there is no censorship out there anymore. Tell me how that works. Sorry guys, I'm doing a little something over here so that I can do some other things. Let's see here. Are you there yet? Are you there? You're not. What the heck? Why are we not showing up? Bum, bum, bum. Why are we not showing up? I don't know. I don't know why. What went wrong without you? Interesting. Okay. Normally you would show up on there. What the heck? Well, I guess I'm going to have to take my piece off of there and then go about it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This has probably been the most boring show you've ever watched. And that's okay. Sometimes they will be boring, I guess. If you even stay and watch the show. I don't even know if I'm broadcasting really live on Facebook right now. It says I am, but who knows if I actually am or not. Hopefully I am, and hopefully things are going good for you guys out there. I do appreciate each and every one of you stopping in and checking things out 100%. Because it's people like you who stop in and watch the show that make it worthwhile. But with that being said, I'm looking forward to all the big things that are happening. Again, the changes in everything. This year started out with a punch. 1-2 good punch. And it's continuing to roll. So, not to segue into a role, into a voice actor role. So that is pretty cool. But yeah, I do look forward to this role, being the lead bad guy in this show. I don't know if I can say much about it, so I'm not going to just yet. I know that he has his page out there, the guy, and I'm not going to give his name just yet either. If you've seen, you've seen, because on one of my posts I tagged him in it. I think it was my last live show. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get my hair back around my ears. And I tagged him in it, and if you go look at his page, you'll see what it's all about. So we will see how it goes. Dang. Look at that hair. That hair. I can just see that fine hair after I put everything else up under the hat. Alright. Get everything off of here. My Bigfoot, That's going to be in my comic book. I didn't design this hat, but there is definitely going to be Bigfoots in the comic book, so that will be fun and exciting. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. But I am trying out a new product from the Flip Shop. It is a wireless microphone. It seems to be doing okay so far. That will be my next review of in use. Now for here, it's not hooked up to any of this stuff over here. It's hooked up to my phone, and it was doing fine, I'm assuming. And I guess that's why I got flagged. Because, saying OnlyFans to sell artwork on. And then next thing I know, boom, we're gone. Huh, you're done, your history. It's like, excuse me? I do not agree with this because that is not what I do. I am not an SW worker, And so I sell artwork. Look at my page, you idiots. Sometimes you can't even say idiots on a live broadcast. So it's, even though they say we're under free speech and there's no censorship or anything like that, it seems like more and more people are getting censored on a lot of platforms. I see a lot of people that are saying, well, I'll be out of Facebook jail in 5 days, and then I'll be able to restart reposting things and doing my lives again, and it goes for TikTok as well. I see a lot of people getting restricted over there as well, and it's just like, I just don't get it. If we are under the free speech ban, or under free speech, and can say what we want to say, why are so many people starting to get restricted now? Why are so many people starting to get blocked or banned from doing something? There's no hate speech going on. There's no derogatory statements going on. I see people bashing people all the time on this platform and the other platform, and they still have a voice and they still get to go live. So yeah, I just don't understand, make it make sense. Let's put it that way. Make it make sense. All right. And it's just like, I've said worse, and I've said the OF term many different times, and this is the first time that I've been banned for saying OF on my TikTok site or on my TikTok live. And it's just like, what? There is no what they're claiming happening, period. And so I just don't understand. I just make it make sense. Somebody please make it make sense. Because right now, it don't make sense. As the contractor says that I follow, that ain't right. But it is what it is, I guess. I will see if they remove the appeal, or if they make me wait, a whole, what is it, 7 days in purgatory. And I guess I could always do a pre-recorded show for them and put on there. I know it would have to be less time than an hour, but I could still get something out there to the masses. Just because it ain't right. It's not cool. Especially, like I said, since we are in a free speech zone and we are able to say what we want to say, how we want to say it, why are you kicking me off of TikTok for now? I just don't get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. If you remember, you remember. If you don't, you don't. Oh well, too bad. But yeah, no, life is good. Life is looking up. There were many dark days in there where, you just didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel, and if you did, it was a train or two side by side. No way to escape. But I haven't felt that way in a very long time. I still get depressed, and I still get anxiety and things of that nature, which is new diagnosis to me because, I grew up in an age where those terminologies weren't used per se. You could pretty much tell when somebody was depressed or things like that, but you didn't have to have a doctor tell you that you've got depression, you've got anxiety, you've got this, you've got that, you get this, you get that, you get this, yeah, we all get it, those type things. And so all these new terminologies that are coming out, ADHD, adult deficit disorder, anxiety, depression, the list goes on and on of all of these diagnosed clinical terms now. PTSD, those type things. That was unheard of in my day. Because, you're not feeling right? Go outside and play. We'll see you when the street lights come on. Those type things. And that was fine because I love being outdoors. I still love being outdoors. That's why I homestead. I get to garden. I get to mess with animals. I get to, just be. And if I was in the city still, I wouldn't get to do that. Yeah, I might get to garden a little bit. But when it came to having animals that I can rely on the eggs for, so I don't have to go to the store and buy their $25 eggs, it's so much better. And once I start getting the vegetables going more, once I start getting, meat chickens, everything's going to be healthier. Instead of having to buy at the grocery store all the time. Because of all the chemicals and things that they pump into the birds. Whenever you do your own meat chickens, you don't have to inject them with salt to make them last longer, And that's what they do with your stuff in the store. But, that's neither here nor there because people are still going to buy from the store. Now, we are going to offer a kiosk relatively soon. I don't know when, up front. Especially once these new birds start laying eggs. We've got 8 new birds. We did have 9. 1 drowned. It was a sad day. And so it was like, once these start laying, plus the 6 that we do have laying now, that'll be 14 eggs on a daily basis. So we'll be able to fill up 12 packs on a regular basis, on practically a daily basis. We'll probably even let them, store up before we actually put them out there so that we have some eggs to sell out there. Not to mention the eggs that we use for ourselves. Now, the girlfriend doesn't like eggs as much as she used to, just because of the process that she sees, on a regular basis now. Whenever they poop out their eggs, yes, they poop out their eggs. So, but, it is an interesting process to watch happen. Because, they're definitely not shy about it. If you're happening to see it when it happens, then you see it when it happens. We got the baby goats now. We've got, the mom and dad goat, Finn and Flora. We got Leon and Ryder. And they're cute, but they're driving Mama nuts because it's been rainy and cold, so we can't get them out in the swamp. So they're driving her nuts. She's getting stressed out. Finn's going nuts because he can't be with his girlfriend or his woman, and he's being a dick. you got the chickens and the ducks that are starting to finally harmoniously get together because we got rid of the three bullies, the three barnyard bullies, in the three roosters that we got rid of and traded for a hen that should be laying pretty soon. So, you know, it's all coming together. It just takes time, takes money. You got to spend money to make money, and you know that's what we're doing. We're spending money to make money, and yeah, we're not seeing the full fruits of it right this moment, but we are making money off of the eggs, you know, and making money off of artwork. You know, it might not be enough to, you know, pay everything all at once, you know, but you know it builds up, and it's like, oh, we got money to go do this, we got money to go do this, we got money to pay this bill, you know, those type things. So remember us whenever you are, you know, thinking about buying eggs or buying artwork. You know, don't go to the grocery store or go to the big box store and pick up a home deco piece because it's convenient. Because, oh, it looks okay, but does it look cool? Does it look exciting? Does it look like something that you really, really want in your house? If not, hit me up, because I will make that happen for you. I will find something in my repertoire to create for you something that you want in your house, like I've done for so many people so far. And, you know, it's always good to have those repeat customers on a regular basis. And I have those. And I need you guys that are watching to become a repeat business as well. Because after you buy from me, we become friends, we become family. There aren't any more client artist relationships at that point in time. You have become friends and family, and that's how I feel about it. Because if I only look at you as a customer or a client, then why even have you on my Facebook page? Why have you on my Instagram page? Why are you subscribing to my YouTube? If I'm only looking at you as a client instead of a friend or family, then what's the point in it, really? So I try to make people smile all the way around, just because it's better that way, and it's more fun than to be a fuddy-duddy and be like TikTok and kick you off of the platform for 7 days because, oh, you are in violation of this, that if we go through your entire repertoire of pages and lives, we don't find any of that there. Rethink yourself, TikTok. Rethink yourself, TikTok. But I know this has been a semi-lackluster show. And I apologize for that. Hopefully the next one will be better, and hopefully we'll be unappealed and back on TikTok as well, where my viewership is up to, you know, over 2,000. I think it was 2.2 or 2.3 thousand the last show. So hopefully we can get back there. I mean, I would love to see that here on Facebook and YouTube, but apparently I'm not that good so far. Not that good yet. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for stopping in, checking out the channel, checking out the show. Be sure to go follow me on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, and of course you're following me on Facebook if you're seeing this now. But again, as I love to say, as I end my shows, we will catch you on the flip side. Have a good day, everybody.